My name is Sheila Peacock. I'm the Mayor of Haringey. Well, I knew absolutely nothing about this exhibition at all, and I was invited to come here yesterday, and now, thanks to this young man here, he's taken me around and explained everything to me, and it's wonderful, and it brings back memories, because I remember 1972, and I remember all of that what's happening.
Oh, my name is Jay Shamin, and I'm the Exiles Project Coordinator. Responsible, obviously, for putting the exhibition together. And obviously tonight I'm taking people around, explaining what we put together in a year.
I think it's excellent use of the premises.
Yeah,
excellent use, and we should be advertising it far more because people are unaware. We're in the middle of Black History Month, but Black history just focuses on the West Indian history and African history, but this is part of African history, but it's not focused on at all. And I think that is something we need to be looking at.
Here I am, so from the local area of Wood Green. It's fantastic to see this project, this come to life really, and what's interesting is that it's an account of everyday people. So you've got the the archives which have been accessed, but it's also hearing people's stories. I haven't had the opportunity to watch the video yet, but I would very much like to, and I understand that's going to go live on the internet. So yeah, and I think one of the interesting things is that it's not just about the expulsion, it's about more than that, it's about real people and real stories, and often when we hear about Uganda and Ugandan Asians, that tends to be the main thing focused on, so it's useful to hear and understand more than that, because there's a lot of pain and sorrow behind these experiences, and it's always interesting to see that.
My name is Marta, and I've volunteered with the project since January, so for a good few months. And I'm just really happy to be here tonight and to see the exhibition in this lovely, lovely space in North London, not so far away from the Asian Centre where it all started. And yeah, it's just great to see how it's turned out, and it's looking beautiful. So I hope we can take it to more venues, and I hope we can get more people to see it.
My name is Catherine West, and I'm the Labour hopeful for 2015 in Hornsey and Wood Green.
You've come to this exhibition.
And I've come tonight because my friend Adam Jogi, who has a long-term friendship with many members of the Asian community here in Haringey, invited me along. And what's fascinating is to see this huge narrative of migration and what really is very successful migration in terms of what people have ended up doing, coming out of uncertainty and questioning and not knowing what was going to happen next. The community has really been so vibrant and contributed so much to the economy, to society, to the arts, to business over the years, and it's really exciting to see the story here at the exhibition, and I hope that the exhibition ends up becoming a book, because it would be terrible to lose it all once the exhibition finishes. There's some beautiful images and photographs, particularly of some of the women, and you know how difficult it must have been when they first moved to the UK, and we don't want to lose that, we want to keep it going. So good luck, wonderful, and well done to everybody who's put it all together.
All right.
Tell me your name, please.
Narendra Makanji, resident of Haringey. I've been a local councillor in this area for 24 years, and I've now retired.
Just say that you're from Zimbabwe.
I'm originally from Zimbabwe, and I arrived in this country about a year after the Ugandan Asians had come to this country. So I've followed their progress with a lot of interest and a lot of familiarity. I've had a fair number of relatives and friends from that community. But the main thing is that nearly 40 years on, they've done so well, and everybody agrees that they've done so well. Apart from that, what I'd say is that the atmosphere in the 70s, when they first arrived, was very hostile, not unlike what the atmosphere is now. So if you want to have people whom you can say good things about in 40 years' time, you've got to make sure that you encourage migration, you welcome people, and you make them feel at home.
Okay, my name is Tahira Ancharan. I think it's really, really good that this is being captured, and I'm really glad I've got my son with me, because it just made me realise how little I ever talk about Uganda and the whole exile story and what happened. So I think it's been quite good to make me sort of start thinking, I need to talk more about this, so yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's really about time that the experience in Uganda of Asians was really historically marked, and I'm so pleased that it was opened at the RGA and that now it's come out into the community. So I'm delighted.
I'm Joanne McCartney, I'm the London Assembly member for Haringey and Enfield. I think it's an absolutely wonderful exhibition. It gives great insight into part of our community that I myself I knew very little about. But I think the heritage and the experiences of people who have come and that make up this very diverse borough is important. But actually the thing I was most struck by was just the personal stories that are still very alive today, and the way they are depicted makes them come alive.
My name's Eva, it's my daughter Natasha. That's all right. We're both involved in the Asian Centre, started this, actually making the clay modelling puppets and some of the backgrounds for where people used to live in Uganda, and then their environments over here when they came over here. So we were involved in making 3D modelling for that went into the exhibition at Kew. And really enjoying this exhibition. It's a really interesting historical overview of everything. So I'm not Ugandan myself, but I'm Gujarati partly, and I have a lot of Ugandan friends as well at school that came over in the 70s. So it was interesting to hear about their history. That's the history of a lot of people who use the Asian Centre. So it's been very good, very informative. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Adam Jogi, and I'm one of the Labour Party candidates in the council elections next May, but also a local kid who's been inspired by some of the history we've seen tonight. Yes. I mean, tonight's been brilliant. I mean, my grandfather, both my father's parents were Asian, African people, half black, half Indian, so some of what I've seen this evening has kind of confirmed the stories that I was brought up listening to. Full credit to those who've been working on this. I mean, it's a brilliant array of history, of culture, of facts that so many people don't know, but so many people need to know. And I think we've got to look at how we can take this into schools, how we can take this into the wider community, where we can get funding to make sure more people know about what I've seen tonight. So, brilliant experience. Thank you very much to all those who've been part of it, and let's see what we can do with it in the future.